professional bodies, and my dear facilitators from FSTEP, and my fellow friends from FSTEP. It's my pleasure to be on stage today to share with you all how I conquered CFA. Wow, that's a big word, conquered. And I'm well known as, better known by my friend as Jerry. I work in OSK research as a security analyst. I have 1.5 year experience there, and I've just recently completed my CFA exams, 3 papers. Okay, let me start off with why I enrolled in CFA program. Friends around me know that I've been dying to get into investment bank all the while, but my career started a little bit unlucky because when I've graduated from FSTEP, RSV Investment Bank do not have a suitable position for me in investment bank, as I'm considered as a fresh grad without a related working experience, and my qualifications as a mathematician is not seems to be suitable for them. So RSV have decided to allocate me into central finance at that time, and I think that it's a good start as well because I have the opportunity to learn the P&L and the balance sheet of the bank. But not to offend anyone who works in finance, I'm not saying that finance department is not good. It's my problem, it's my fault. I just love investment too much. I can't love finance, that's why I'm so keen to join investment bank. And what I did is, I go to jobstraight.com and jobsdb.com and look for investment banking job. By that time, I'm not looking for any positions because I have 1 year bond with RSV, and I know that my CV is not strong enough to join the IB. So what I did that time is just to look what are the requirements, what are the qualifications required by the investment bank. So there are 2 words came into me, and I see some hope that my dream to become an investment banker can actually come true. And the 2 words started with the letter C. One is a CFA, Chartered Financial Analyst, and the other one is CMSRL. Of course, I know what CFA means, but at that time, I don't know what CMSRL means. So I asked one of my best friends, the name is Google. I mean the CMSRL Malaysia in the search tab. So they come along the results saying that CMSRL stands for Capital Market Services Representative License. It's an investment advisory license issued by Securities of Commission. So to the investment bankers. So that time I decided to enroll in both papers. I registered my CFA Level 1 December 2010, and together with my Module 12. Module 12 is part of the paper that you need to pass to get the advisory license. So eventually I sit for my Module 12, right before I sit for the CFA Level 1, and I passed my Module 12. And I treat it as just a motivation or just to make sure I tell myself no worries, you can make it. So eventually I passed my Level 1, and subsequently my Level 2 and Level 3. And I just received my Level 3 results a few months ago, and I've completed the CFA programs. It's just that I still need another 2 years to accumulate my experience to put a CFA destination behind my name card. So passing all these 3 papers in one shot doesn't mean that I am better if compared with other candidates. For my case, I think it's probably because I treat CFA differently. I treat it as a survival war. A war that will determine whether I will get into investment bank or not. And I want to start my career as an investment banker as soon as possible. I work very hard. I make sure I study at least 2 hours per day, every day after work, and I attended weekend classes. And that means I got no life at all for the 2.5 years. Because Monday to Friday, I have to work and study. Saturday, I go for classes. Sunday, I stay at home and study the whole day. So, that's my life for the past 2.5 years. And it is a survival war, it's a grueling war, and that's why my title of my sharing today is called How I Conquered CFA, because it's a war. So, there's no shortcut in passing the CFA papers. We have to work hard to get it through. Surveys, studies has been conducted and says that a candidate would require a minimum 300 study hours to pass 1 paper. And I have been very disciplined and focused during my preparation for the exam. I did a lot of studies and I have a lot of practice questions. Working and studying together is very tough. I'm a mathematician, I'm not a magician. I cannot turn myself into genius or finance or accounting background graduates. And I face challenges when I'm doing the subjects that require finance, accounting and economics knowledge because I don't have all those background. But I know I have no choice. I know how important that paper meant to me because I want to get into the investment bank, and I must pass the paper. In order for me to pass the paper, I must master all the subjects. And so, I believe the force that driven me to complete all these papers at one shot is the passion and the desire of me to work in the investment industry. Ladies and gentlemen, I do agree with Adam just now that we need to love our job. Just a little sharing about my job scope. My official working hours is 8:45 to 5:45. That's stated in my employment letter. But my actual working hours start from 7 a.m. in the morning, and I cannot go to bed before 11 p.m. And I have to wake up every morning at 5:30 to check the announcement and any news flow. It's a very challenging job as an equity analyst because we need to make a decision very fast. Sometimes when the news came out, you just need to do calculations, you need to come up with a decision and come up with a report before the markets open at 9 o'clock. And then, as I'm helping my senior, a regional analyst covering these Hong Kong China steel stocks, I have to monitor the announcement from the Hong Kong exchange as well. And Hong Kong exchange is a little bit challenging because their announcement started 6 a.m. in the morning until their market opens at 9:30, and then they will continue to make announcement 4:30 afternoon when the market closes until 11 o'clock at night. That's why I have to wait for the announcement every day. And this is my job. And it sounds tiring, but I love my job. I'm enjoying every day. Every day 5:30, I make sure I hop down from my bed. I'm not crawling up. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I get to join the investment bank last year in July. And when OSK Research recruited me as an equity analyst, and the feeling of achieving something that you have worked very hard, and it is just awesome. You feel great, alright? This awesome word is I copied from one of my best friends in batch 4. He always say, life is awesome. And I always believe that things can be difficult, but nothing is impossible. You just need to stay focused and never give up. I believe your goal will be achieved eventually. Just find the passion and work all the way up, and I hope to see you all